I am Ashma Berree M, Kusin, a fourth-year DVM student at the University of Southern Mindanao. And on this video, I will be discussing 4 different topics that lies on endocrinology in the context of veterinary physiology. So let's start. Our first topic was the short and long loop feedback and what you need to know about the regulation of the hormone activity. So the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, or the HPA system of the hormones, is the subject of the short and the long loop feedback. So yes, the negative feedback loops that govern the hypothalamic pituitary axis includes the first, the long loop feedback, which is a type of feedback regulation in which hormones from peripheral endocrine glands influences the brain and anterior pituitary. And this mechanism is what involves the interaction of the target organ hormone with the hypothalamus as well as the pituitary gland, resulting in negative feedback suppression of the tropic pituitary hormone. And typically this feedback is negative. So the next one is the short loop feedback, which is the production or the secretion of the related hypothalamus hormones. It can be inhibited by a negative feedback from pituitary hormones. So an anterior pituitary hormone such as corticotropin has a direct negative feedback suppression of hormone secretion in this case of the CRH within the hypothalamus, which has been described. So the hypophysiotropic hormones, the short loop negative feedback and long loop negative feedback via target organ hormones are all involved in the regulation of anterior pituitary hormone releasing cortisol. So in the regulation of the hormone activity, to maintain the body's homeostasis and respond appropriately to changes in the environment, hormone production and secretion must be tightly controlled. So as you can see here in the illustration, this schematic representation of the negative feedback mechanism that control the endocrine system activity. In many cases, the hormones released from the target gland act back on the pituitary and the hypothalamus and repressing further hormone releasing from both organs and thereby shutting off the system. And for a short-long negative feedback mechanism, the pituitary hormones act directly back on the hypothalamus, inhibiting the release of hypothalamic hormones. So note that the plus sign it stimulates and the negative is it inhibits. So for example, for many hormone systems, the hypothalamus secretes a so-called releasing hormones, which are transported via the blood to the pituitary gland. So there, the releasing hormones induce the production and secretion of pituitary hormones, which in turn are transported by the blood to their target glands, just for example, the adrenal glands, the gonads, or the thyroid. So in those glands, the interaction of the pituitary hormones with their respective target cells, resulting in the release of the hormones that ultimately influence the organs targeted by the hormone cascade. So that ends the first topic. Let's go to the next topic.